Hello everybody, welcome back. We need to talk about Tesla again. We have seen Tesla's earnings coming out just yesterday, and this message that we heard from the Wedbush analyst Dan Ives appears to be holding some weight, actually quite a lot more weight now. And Dan suggests that Tesla's brand has suffered potentially a 15 to 20% demand reduction in the future permanently due to brand damage created by Musk and working with Trump. Look, the earnings that we've seen for Tesla have been a massive miss, a real surprise. I mean, we all knew that Tesla wasn't going to do very well. But if you have a look at some of these figures that we're seeing, Tesla's stock, as you guys know, plunging 40%. The company reporting earnings and a sales miss, saying that revenue dropped by 20% from the quarter a year earlier. And if you dive in a bit deeper, you'll see not only that, but we're also seeing a 71% plunge in income. 71%. I need you guys to just actually take in the significance and importance of that number. 71% reduction. And as a sort of as a response to this, Elon Musk has said that he intends to spend less time with Doge and, of course, in the government. At the same time, again, going back to Dan's message, Dan Ives, is this permanent? And can this ever be fixed? We also have a situation which is already difficult for Tesla. So if people want to buy electric cars, again, like I've said many a time, 5-10 years ago, there were no real serious considerations to go for. Tesla just had a kind of a market monopoly. Not so much the case anymore, right? There are so many different alternatives for car brands that you can buy if you're even looking for an electric car. So there is a likelihood or a possibility at the very least that there is a significant amount of permanent brand damage done here due to the effects of Elon Musk. Anyway, let's have a look at what else we're seeing, because we're seeing Tesla's short sellers making 11.5 billion from this year's sell-off. People have been short on Tesla for the longest time, right? And any big company, you see a lot of people being short on. People cite Tesla's PE ratio, people cite the fact that a lot of people think the company is a gamble on technology that doesn't yet exist, but no matter what you think about it, the 40+% drop that we've seen in Tesla's stock price at Monday's close has wiped literally hundreds of billions of market cap off of the company, and it's generated 11.5 billion to market shorts. So it's been a lucrative bet for shorts ahead of Nvidia, those who have produced 9.4 billion profits for short sellers. This is obviously after we hear Tesla's earnings be massively down, and it's really quite interesting because when we look at Tesla's stock today, we're up near enough 10%, which is quite incredible. It doesn't really make very much sense if you have a think about this, because what we've seen from Tesla is essentially very, very bad news. It's not good information. And even then, we've got to consider the reality of the situation, right? 7% on the day, even if we open at markets open at these prices, it's not really going to be enough to wipe back any of this. And if we see difficulty in the markets, which we are seeing anyway, if we see difficulty in Tesla, which obviously we are seeing in terms of earnings, in terms of all the data that's come out, it's likely that this could continue. It's not impossible at all. So it's impossible to say where the markets are going, but it's not impossible to say that Tesla could, at the very least could, continue to drop if this trend, well, doesn't change. And is it likely to change? I'll leave you guys to let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.